Shalom, brothers and sisters. So I figured the best way to get this message across is to give you guys some facts first, and then I'm going to give you the news story, and you put one and one together, and then the horror of realization hit you squarely when you see it the way I'm seeing it here. So look at populations around the world, okay? So I'm going to look at everyone's 73 million plus minus population and below, and let's look at the countries involved. So starting with Thailand, because Germany is sitting at 83.2 million people as of January 2024. Thailand, 71.8 million people in their country. The United Kingdom, 67.7 million people. Tanzania, 67.4 million. France, 64.7 million. South Africa, 60.4 million. Italy, 58.8 million. Kenya, 55.1. Myanmar, 54.5. Colombia, 52. South Korea, 51.7. Uganda, 48.5 million. Sudan, 48.1 million. Spain, 47.5 million. Argentina, 45.7 million souls. Algeria, 45.6. Iraq, 45.5. Afghanistan, 42.2 million people. Poland, 41 million people. Canada, 38.7 million. Morocco, 37.8. Saudi Arabia, 36.9 million. Look at that landmass they're living on. Ukraine, the whole world's focused and freaking out. Ukraine, 36.7 million and dropping daily. But Angola, 36.6 million. Uzbekistan, 35.1. Yemen, 34.4. Peru, 34. Malaysia, 34. Ghana, 34. Mozambique, 33. Nepal, 30. Madagascar, 30. Ivory Coast, 28 million. Venezuela, 28 million. Cameroon, 28 million. Niger, 27 million. Australia, 26.4 million. North Korea, 26.1 million. Taiwan, 23.9 million. Mali, 23 million. Burkina Faso, 23 million. Syria, 23 million. Sri Lanka, 21. Malawi, 20.9. Zambia, 20.5. Romania, 19.8. Chile, 19.6. Kazakhstan, 19.6. Chad, 18.2. Ecuador, 18.1. Somalia, 18. Guatemala, 18. Senegal, 17. Netherlands, 17. Cambodia, 16.9. Zimbabwe, 16.6. Guinea, 14.1. Rwanda, 14 million. Benin, 13.7. And you're going, Pastor, please stop. What are you getting at? Bear with me. Burundi, 13.2. Tunisia, 12.4. Bolivia, 12.3. Haiti, 11.7. Belgium, 11.6. Jordan, 11.3. Dominican Republic, 11.3. Cuba, 11.1. South Sudan, 11. Sweden, 10.6. Honduras, 10.5. Czech Republic, 10.4. Azerbaijan, 10.4. Greece, 10.3. Papua New Guinea, 10.3. Portugal, 10.2. Hungary, 10.1. Tajikistan, 10.1. UAE, 9.5. Belarus, 9.4. Israel, 9.174. Togo, 9 million. Austria, 8.9. Switzerland, 8.7. Sierra Leone, 8.7. Laos, 7.6. Hong Kong, 7.4. Serbia, and so we go all the way down. There are plenty more countries. I'm going to stop there before I drive you insane and you think it's a maths video. But it is crazy. All of these countries, all of them below that number that we started with. The Holy See right at the bottom with 518. Okay, so my question is, if you take any of these countries below 78 million, right? So let's look at, starting at Thailand, 71. If we wipe Thailand out, we decided as a planet, the whole world together, we agree, let's wipe out Thailand last year. There would be an uproar. People would be, no, let's nuke the living daylights out of the United Kingdom or Australia and wipe them off the map as if they never existed in 2023. 2024, we start without the UK or Australia. They're all gone. Every single person's dead. Would people be freaked out? Yeah. It would be a serious story. That would be the only focus of the United Nations, of the World Economic Forum, of everyone who supposedly has our best interests at heart. That is all any talking heads on the news would be talking about. They would not be talking about Iran. They wouldn't be talking about Taiwan and China. They wouldn't be talking about North Korea and Kim's latest little pew-pew into the sky missiles. Nobody would be focused on anything else except the fact that we wiped out an entire people group. The whole of the UK or Australia is gone. Removed. They don't exist anymore. They were murdered. Every last one of them. Correct? And we can say this with so many other countries. Now, with that in mind, listen to this. Abortion was the leading cause of death worldwide in 2023, killing 73 million people. Now, if you don't believe they're people, this is your cue to exit the video. You obviously have not read this basic information before leaving Earth, the only truth in a dark world, that tells you before he formed you in the womb, he knew you. He knit your parts together. So yes, you were a people. More human beings died in abortions than any other cause in 2023. Were they all shouting about it in the world? Was it on the news? Was everyone freaking out about this? Is it a main issue? Is it overshadowed by anything else? It's non-existent. No one cares. They're sacrificing the unborn and not batting an eyelid. The heartbreaking reminder of the prevalence of abortion statistics compiled by Worldometers indicates 73 million abortions worldwide in 2023. It is also the leading cause of death in the United States. When contrasting the abortion numbers to other causes of death, including cancer, HIV/AIDS, traffic accidents, and suicide, abortions far outnumbered every other cause. By contrast, 10 million people died from cancer in 2023, 6.2 million from smoking, 17 million from disease, and 2 million died of HIV/AIDS. Deaths by malaria and alcohol also recorded, with 67.1 million people dying last year from a cause other than abortion, and 140 million people dying in total from abortion and all causes. It means abortions accounted for almost 52% of every death in the world last year. That's 1%. I'm not going to take you back to maths, deep breaths. It is 1% of the world's population. Evil, dark times, destructive and sick. Pray for these mothers to make the right decisions. Pray for these children. I cannot wait for the rapture when all these babies go with us. This is a horrifying statistic, and the world is keeping quiet and not batting an eye or not saying it's odd. If we went around just murdering people and shooting them in the face every day and no one batted an eyelid, that is the same as what's happening here, but people aren't seeing it that way. So, hectic. Lots of prayer and intervention for decisions to be changed at the right moment are needed. Shalom.